by my watch, but then I was given this watch by the division commander, and maybe it's a little slow, I don't know. That might be a little early.
Yeah.
We will be, first let me do this. You're not all here, but we're not gonna wait, because we're gonna try to be on time, because that's the way flotilla meetings get started, on time. And so we're gonna start this one on time. I wanna welcome all of you here today. You're not gonna learn everything here today. There is no way to learn it in the few hours we're gonna be here. It's gonna take experience. It's going to take some information that you're going to gather yourself. We're going to give you a way to get to that information if you haven't already looked for it. I think, did you all get what I sent out, the flotilla manual, the flotilla procedures manual? So we will start now. And if something happens to me in the course of this, like was already pointed out to me. Did any of you lose those little clips behind them? Yeah, the Coast Guard used to refer to them as frogs. I'm semper paratus, I do have one in my purse, and I will do it in a little while. In the meantime, go ahead, Harry, go to the next. Let's get going. If you have a cell phone, please put it on silent. And where is mine? Because I think I put it on silent earlier. Starting on time, we are going to try to start every session that we do. We will try to start it when we give you 10 minutes. Let's do the 10 minutes and come in. We will stop for lunch and have about an hour and a half for lunch. And Harry's not, Chuck, Frank, we're not up here just to talk and get it all out. We want something back. All right? Bathrooms, if you don't already know, or when you go out here, you turn to the right and the next right, and there are the bathrooms, heads, as we refer to them, unless you're an air person.
There's also one over there in the corner you walk through the living room or whatever that is. There's one over there also.
Kitchen, galley.
It's a unisex bathroom.
Oh.
So knock before bedroom.
And we do have firemen that they might be coming in and out through the day because this is a volunteer fire department, so they might be coming in and out. We have EMTs that do have their station back in here as well. I don't think they're in right now. Okay, Harry. All right, this is the agenda for the class. We're going to try to follow this agenda almost like you would follow an agenda at your flotilla. It's going to change a little bit, but we're going to try to follow it that way. I don't think I necessarily have to tell you. I did. That's the agenda for the flotilla. Or is it? No, it is. I'm sorry. Yes, Frank, would you mind passing that agenda out?
Sure.
Frank will pass the class agenda out. Go ahead, Harry. Move on there.
Okay.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm well trained. I think there's two more. There's two more too.
Would you all please stand, because we are going to do the pledge, but we're going to do it in a little bit of an unusual way.
Mr. Laswell.
And when Red says it, you please say with him.
He says, I've been listening to you boys and girls recite the Pledge of Allegiance all semester, and it seems as though it's becoming monotonous to you. If I may I recite it and try to explain to you the meaning of each word. I, me, an individual, a committee of one, pledge dedicate all of my worldly goods to give without self-pity. Allegiance, my love and my devotion to the flag, our standard, Old Glory, a symbol of freedom. Wherever she waves, there's respect, because your loyalty has given her a dignity that shouts, freedom is everybody's job. United. That means that we have all come together. States, individual communities that have united into 48 great states. 48 individual communities with pride and dignity and purpose. All divided with imaginary boundaries, yet united to a common purpose. And that's love for country. And to the Republic, a state in which sovereign power is invested in representatives chosen by the people to govern. And government is the people. And it's from the people to the leaders, not from the leaders to the people, for which it stands. One nation, meaning so blessed by God, indivisible, incapable of being divided, with liberty, which is freedom, the right of power to live one's own life without threats, fear, or some sort of retaliation. And justice, the principle or qualities of dealing fairly with others. For all. For all. Which means, boys and girls, it's as much your country as it is mine. And now, boys and girls, let me hear you recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Since I was a small boy, 2 states have been added to our country, and 2 words have been added to the Pledge of Allegiance. Under God. Wouldn't it be a pity if someone said that is a prayer and that would be eliminated from schools too?
Now, that was, how many in this room, and I'm not going to ask, but I can tell you, I remember when they added under God to the pledge, and I was in high school. And we were told how to, many years ago, we were told how to say it correctly. And you know what? Over the years, it's never really been said correctly. And I do know that there is someone in this room that would tell you how to say it correctly. Because I heard it from him, and I am going to say, from now on, when we see flotillas, when we go into the flotillas, I hope the way I'm going to say it, and let you know, you will say it the correct way. Be under God, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible. It's not one nation under God. We separate those two. It is not said that way. It was never meant to be said that way. And for some reason, it is being said that way. And we do say it that way. You hear it separated. But I hope that it'll go back now to the flotillas. Remember, don't separate those 2 words. One nation under God. Now, we have
We just want, you
an auxiliary pledge, and we have, I'm going to say the auxiliary pledge. It has 2 parts. I'm looking at this and I can believe it. It has 2 parts. It has a prologue and it has a pledge. I'm not going going to repeat, we're not going to say that pledge today, because it's going to be a little bit long if we repeat both of them, but we're going to repeat the second one. Go ahead and pass that out. We had these laminated for everyone?
At no expense.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, right.
to the division.
Office Depot thinks I'm out of gold.
If you look at the one, there is the pledge for new members. That's the auxiliary pledge. That's a pledge that for some reason we say we do when we have a new member. Come into the flotilla. We never say it or think about it, I don't think, at any other time. I think it's appropriate sometimes when we do have a new member come in, for everyone. We are already standing, why don't we all say it and repeat it and try to put it in there and understand what it really means. If you turn it over, we have the elected officers. Go ahead and, it's good. Go ahead and switch that over. Now, who says the prologue and who says the pledge? Does anybody know? Do you think there's a way that it's done properly?
Flotilla commander does the prologue, and flotilla commander leads the, or visiting guest of a higher rank will do as well.
Right.
And then
In this,
the pledge is to be repeated sequentially after flotilla commander or whomever would lead the new officer or the new member.
correct, so the higher the rank, if it's an auxiliary, or it's Coast Guard, you would bring them in, or if it's, say, come on up here, Chuck's still the division captain.
Oh, hey.
Excuse me. I'm going backwards. You're gonna see that in some of these manuals, you're gonna see division captain. It used to be division captain, a few years back it was changed to commander, division commander.
Yes.
Division commander?
Yes.
And I'm still a division vice commander. So if we'll all stand, and we're going to do this pledge together. You've all heard it. You've probably all heard me say this, or maybe not.
Excuse me. We put our hands over our heart or anything
No,
like that?
no, you will be prompted. Okay, you're learning.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
you will be prompted what to do. Just, actually, the reason I have you standing right now is because you are, you're going to be elected officers. You are elected officers. You're already there, okay? But what we're going to do is we're going to do a little practice on this.
Well,
So
it also says everyone rise, please.
that would be, at one point, everyone would rise, but we don't have anybody to sing with us. All right. You have offered your talents and services in the interest of a better Coast Guard auxiliary. The pledge you are about to take admits you to an office of greater responsibilities and higher office. Are you listening? Are you hearing it? Or is it going out the other ear? I hope you're hearing it. Along with this honor, you must be prepared to accept certain obligations as well as the administrative and supervisory responsibilities of your office. Your task is to develop the auxiliary programs to the maximum efficiency that conditions permit. You are expected to promote closer liaison between the auxiliary and local Coast Guard units, constantly reminding auxiliaries that their actions reflect not only on the auxiliary, but also on the Coast Guard. As a leader, you are charged with maintaining high standards in all auxiliary programs and activities, never compromising honesty and integrity. Did you hear it slowly? I hear it read off sometimes like this, and it's like, okay, what does it mean? Now,
Now, there's a transition here where they hand it up, and it's always best that the person that currently has the document has the audience rise before it's passed to the person going to be reading the pledge.
so what it says there is, everyone please rise, and because I've done, oh, you want to do it, the pledge, or
Yeah.
the prologue?
Yes. No, no.
Me. Look, we've been doing this for 2 years, and listen to us sitting here.
Yes.
Hi, Linda.
That's fine. So, she would have said, everyone please rise, and the protocol would have been sorted out before. Now, there's a little catch here when you read this, and as many times as you've heard this, You have to kind of look at the people you're presenting this to and figure out how you're going to break up the words. Now, what Pat has done here is a very good job of breaking it up for you. So just kind of taking it slow enough, with enough breath control, where you can kind of get through it, where the people remember all the words you just told them. Otherwise, you don't want to make somebody feel silly that they couldn't understand what you just told them to repeat back to you. With the full realization of the demands of your office in terms of time, travel, and dedication, if you are willing to accept this honor, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. And of course, at this point, you would raise their right hands. I state your name.
I, Pat Moralia,
Do solemnly and sincerely pledge myself
do solemnly and sincerely pledge myself
to support the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary
to support the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary
and its purposes,
and its purposes,
to promote its authorized activities,
to promote its authorized activities,
to properly discharge the duties of my office,
to properly discharge the duties of my office,
and to abide by the governing policies
and to abide by the governing policies
established by the Commandant of the United States Coast Guard.
established by the Commandant of the United States Coast Guard.
You then say congratulations, you shake hands, and somebody leaves with applause, right? And then you've got it done. You want to look really cool, you memorize that, you never even pick up the sheet. I'm working on that.
Okay.
We tried that once.
The Commodore tried it. The Commodore of District 11 South did learn it. I was totally amazed at the gentleman for doing it.
Question.
I'm sorry, did I take your pledge away? You may be seated.
Linda, come on up here.
You know, you can move on, please. There is an obligation, when you take that, and if you read that and you listen to it, you really have an obligation to the auxiliary and to the Coast Guard, and really to yourself as well. Instructors today will be Chief Warrant Officer 4, Chuck Reynolds. When he comes, he will be here a little late. Chuck Miracle in the back, Harry Trainer, Tom Simons will be here in a little while, Frank Moralia, and yours truly, Pat Moralia. Okay. Now, we have with us, and I hope, yes we do. Would you just go ahead and start, Jonathan, and stand up? Each one that's there, just stand up, introduce yourself, because these are the ones you're going to be working with.
Yeah, I'm Jonathan Leeson, Flotilla Commander of 6-2, the Houston Flotilla.
Thank you. John?
I'm John Wright, eating a colostomy. I'm in 6-3, Seabrook.
Daryl?
I'm Darrell Cheney, the Vice Commander-elect for 6-3.
Let's see. I was going by the way they were, but go ahead, Linda. You're up. Go ahead, Linda. Go ahead. Ron Foreman isn't here yet. I hope he will be here. Brian?
Brian Brown, the FC for 6-8 out of Clear Lake, just down the road from here.
At the radio station?
Radio station, Clear Lake, yes.
And 6-9?
Jim Walker, Flotilla Commander-elect, Lake Conroe.
There you go.
Linda Hayes, Vice Flotilla Commander-elect, Flotilla 610, Ellington Field.
So now we do have someone who flies.
Alvin Adams, Flotilla Commander, Beaumont, Fort Arthur.
Thank you, Alvin.
Danny Borrell, Vice Flotilla Commander-elect, 611, also Port Arthur, Beaumont.
Thank you, Danny.
Pat Cooney, Flotilla Commander-elect, 612 out of Ellington.
Jack Rodriguez, 612, Vice Commander, 612, Ellington.
Thank you. We have Vice Commodore. I've already put you up there. No, never mind.
Story about love.
Oh, gosh. That set me off. Go ahead and go. Now, let's go back. Let's go back. The flotilla is the heart and soul of the auxiliary. Do you know where I got out of that book that I sent to all of you, the manual. It's in there. And you know what? I believe it. I've been in the auxiliary for 20 years. I believe it is the heart and soul of the auxiliary. You know, we hear about National up there. They do all the paperwork. They put all this stuff down to us. But we have our feet on the ground or in the air. We're doing the work. We're doing the vessel exams. We're doing the marine dealer visits. We're doing public education. It's all being done here. We are the heart, and you are the leaders of that flotilla. Go ahead. Flotilla commander is the primary leader of the flotilla. He's also a voting member of Division 6. You all are, the flotilla commanders. You choose your staff officers. You lead your flotilla meeting. You help train your vice commander to come up to go into your spot when you have done your year or two, whatever you want to do. Somebody's got to go there, and you're the one who has to train that member to go into that spot. Danny's laughing.
I need all train I get.
Now, you are the one who has to lead by example. Have you ever heard that before? It's very important. Lead by example. I love looking out among all of you. You're here, you're in uniform. That's the way you need to lead by example. Not only just showing up in uniform, that's one way. The flotilla vice. There you go. You're the second one. You're the chief of staff. You take care of the staff. You listen to the staff. You direct the staff. You let the staff do their jobs. Don't you do their jobs for them. Don't let the flotilla commander do your job for you. You've all got jobs to do, and you need to do it. Lead, also just like the flotilla commander does, by example. By example. Go ahead. Okay. Now we're going to go to meetings. Why do we have meetings? What are we going to talk about? I don't know. Do we have meetings to sit and over a beer? Do we have meetings to talk about yesterday's golf game or the pie that I baked this morning? No. Our meetings are business meetings. Our meetings should take care of our business, what we just talked about. Everything that we do, we need to bring it to the flotilla and discuss it at the flotilla. And we have ways of doing that. Good ways of doing it. Now you see agenda down there? An agenda is very important. You'll hear me say that several times. Taking steps to before a meeting, preparing the meeting place, conducting the meeting. You have to make an agenda first. Flotilla commanders, sit down before you even think about that meeting. Sit down, make up a flotilla agenda so that you can follow the agenda. The agenda keeps you in line. Right now, if I deviate from that agenda, it's going to go. The whole meeting's going to go. So we're going to stay with the agenda. What did we do? We lost something there.
Oh, I thought you told me, I thought you read it all over.
Steps to take before the meeting. You've got the agenda made up now. Now what are you going to do with it? You're just going to go to the meeting by yourself? No. Steps to take before the meeting. You're going to contact your flotilla members. Email, snail mail, telephone, whatever. When you do it by email or snail mail, send the agenda so that they know what time, what date, what place. Steps to take before the meeting. Preparing the meeting. I thought I had a slide in here.
Not preparing the meeting place.
Go on, that's the agenda.
Okay.
Go on beyond it.
Oh,
Go beyond it. the meeting place. Always be at the meeting place ahead of time. Prepare the seating and arrangements. Turn on the heat or the air. It was cold in here this morning. I turned it down. Maybe if you get a little warm, blame me, turn it up. But don't be at the meeting place ahead of time to prepare. You don't want people standing outside the door waiting for you. You don't want board members going, when is this going to start? You don't want to do that. Prepare seating arrangements. This is fine. What I'm talking about seating arrangements, here, right here. If we had the correct seating arrangements up here, we'd have, like you've seen them before, we'd have the Coast Guard on this side, or the Commodore on this side, and Chuck, the division commander, on this side. In your case at the flotilla, you would have the flotilla commander, the division, I'm mixing things up, sorry. Flotilla commander, flotilla vice commander, and the secretary. Okay? I looked to see if I couldn't get a little diagram, and the only thing that's in any of the manuals is a diagram for seating if it's like a dinner occasion where you're inviting the wives, when you have mixed company, and it's like, okay, now you've got to kind of move them around, and then if the admiral shows up, now you really got to move them around. You really got to know. But there wasn't one. Just kind of remember commander, vice commander, secretary, and all the other ones on the other side. Make sure you greet the guests at the meeting. If you can't greet the guests, if you're busy, and I'm going to tell you something, you will be. You understand. You're a flotilla commander. Alvin does. Flotilla commanders. Sometimes you don't have a chance to greet and meet guests or active duty personnel that come in. You just don't have the time to do that. So you appoint somebody, either your vice commander, who might be busy, or someone else in the flotilla. Just have somebody meet them and greet them. Starting on time, again, as I said before, start on time, don't have people waiting around and getting bored. Follow the agenda. The agenda is important. The agenda, again, if you don't, you will find the meeting going off in different directions. Leave the meeting place the way you found it. When we leave here, we put the shady tables up, we clean out the galley, because we usually have food with our flotilla, by the way. So the galley gets cleaned up, the garbage cans get cleaned up, and we leave it like we weren't even here. Go ahead. Pitfalls of a meeting. Now I have no auxiliary information. Auxiliary information. Where do we get auxiliary information from? At a meeting. We have staff officers that have been out there doing jobs. They bring back information. They should be bringing back